Hi everyone and welcome back to Dev Portal. In today's tutorial, we are going to discuss one of the essential components of exception handling in Java, the finally block. We will explore what it is, how it works, and why it is so important when dealing with resources and cleanup operations like closing files or database connections. Let's dive right in. So first let's discuss what is finally block. The finally block is used where we need to execute the code after the try catch block regardless of whether an exception occurred or not. In simple terms, no matters what happened inside the try or catch block, the finally block will always get executed. This is very helpful when we need to perform cleanup operations such as closing the files, releasing the database connections, or cleaning up the memory. Let's start with a simple example to understand in a better way. What I will do, I will write in result is equal to 50 divide by 2, and I will try to print this statement result plus result, and if any exception occur I will catch it here. Let me add general exception and let me add sysout statement error e dot get message, and now I will write finally block here and I will add sysout statement here as well. This block always gets executed. Let me save this code and run, and you can see first it has print result 25 and then this block always gets executed. In this example, whether an exception is thrown or not, the finally block always get executed here since no exception occur because we are dividing by 2 not 0. But even if an exception occur like dividing by 0, the finally block would still get execute, ensuring that whatever operations we have mentioned inside that will get performed. Let me show you that as well. Let me replace 2 with the 0. Let me save this code and run it again, and you can see now it has gone inside the catch block where it has print error divide by 0, and then again this block always get executed. Now let's discuss why we need to use finally block. The finally block is very helpful for performing cleanup tasks. For instance, if we open any file or establish a database connection, we should always close it to avoid resource leaks. This is where the finally block always shines. It ensures that these cleanup actions are performed no matter what happened before that. Let's see an example where we will open a file using buffer reader object. The file must get closed after reading regardless of whether an exception occurred or not. So first let me clear this code. Let me format and let me create buffered reader object first. Reader is equal to null, and now I will write to my block, my try block, and inside this first let me read the file. Reader is equal to new buffered reader, new file reader, and I need to provide the file test.txt. Now what I will do, let me create one string object first. Line is equal to null. Now what I will do, I will write the file loop to read the content from this reader. So file reader not reader line is equal to reader dot read line not equal to null. It means there is a content that we can print line, and if any exception occurred like IO exception, that I will catch it here. Error e dot get message, and now let finally block, and first I will check the reader object should not null. If it is not null, it means that reader object has some reference that I need to close. So if reader not equal to null, so if it is not null, in that case I need to close the reader object. So let me write try block reader dot close, and suppose if any exception occur while closing this reader object, that also I will catch. sysout error while closing the reader object, and I will write e dot get message. And after performing this operation, I will add another sysout statement to mention buffer reader object for closed. Let me save this code and run it. So you can see first it has print the error that it is not able to identify the file, and then buffer reader object got closed. So let me elaborate. In this example, if an exception occurs during the file reading, the finally block ensures that the buffer reader object get closed to release the resource. Here, because the file is not present in my system, it went to the catch block immediately after the try. If we don't close the reader, it should cause us the resource leak error. Resource leaks in the means that in JVM we have opened the file and that file we haven't closed it. So it will occupy the heap memory. The same thing we can do with the help of try with resources as well. In that we no need to write the finally block. That thing I already covered in the previous tutorial. If you haven't watched it, I will suggest you to watch that tutorial as well. Link I will give you in the I section. Now let's discuss when we need to use the finally block. So we should use it when we need to perform cleanup operations that are not covered under try with resources. For example, closing the non-closable resource, then releasing locks and clean up the temporary data. Now let's come to the conclusion. The finally block ensures that the important cleanup code always gets runs regardless of whether an exception is thrown or not. It is commonly used for tasks like closing files, releasing memory, or disconnecting from the database. In our next video, we will dive into the throw and throws keywords in Java, where we will learn how to explicitly throw an exception and handle them in a proper way. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Dev Portal for more such tutorials. Don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you will get notified whenever we will upload a new content. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.